Ladies and gentlemen, people of the universe, I bring to you the great Chris Pontius.
Hi, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
Happy to
dude.
be here. Thank you for coming so much, and it's awesome to hang out with you.
We came so much.
Yeah, I can't
You're
get
welcome.
on my fucking face.
What, did you get that shirt in Sweden?
I got this shirt in Norway.
Is that Viking writing?
Yeah, it's a band.
Okay, let me ask a serious question. How is it even possible that we both look so darn good at 50 years old?
Crazy.
Happy
Crazy.
birthday.
Happy
to
birthday.
both of us.
I know, it's amazing. It's
Who would've
really
thought?
weird being 50, huh?
Right, dude?
I don't feel 50.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like 1 month older than you, huh?
Yeah, you're like almost exactly a month older. And you see all these other 50-year-olds, and they're just haggard.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
they look awful.
Yeah, they look terrible. They've let themselves
dude,
go.
I feel genuinely terrible for so many people.
I know.
Like people would be like, oh, they're like not even 50. They're like, I'm older than them.
Like 28. Already.
So the secret is heavy drug use in your 20s and 30s.
Get it out of your system.
And Chris was never too big on. I guess he took a lot of pills.
I had a good time, but
Pills are easy because nobody knows you're taking them.
yeah, jeez.
So you just can hide it.
I'd say there's a time to have fun, a time to you still have fun, actually probably more fun, but like I think to me is just just always exercise, and don't get stressed out, don't get worked up over anything. Drink lots of water. I think also that's the key one
speaking
pill.
of which,
And
can I
take your
get a liquid
vitamins.
death?
I put one right there.
next to you.
Yeah,
guys.
okay, so-
I think water is.
The key to life.
I don't know why I don't look that old, and the only thing I can think of is I drink so much water, and it is the key to life. It is.
I mean, of all of us jackass boys, I think you've aged the best.
Well, thank you. I think you've aged the second best. No, I think we both. I think we just living healthy. Keeping your mind healthy and not getting all worked up over crap that doesn't matter.
I mean, dude, that I definitely am not good at. I get worked up over things.
But you know what?
Pretty bad.
You have a lust for life, and you're
passionate.
You're very passionate, and your life is about being steveo. And I wish I had you're one. You have this focus that you have a driving force.
Yeah, it's like with the. I'm sure we talked about it in the past, but the first night that we ever met, and we'd been filming all day, and we walked for like a couple miles to a diner. We get to the diner, and I'm like, for the waitress, like, yeah, check it out. I'm gonna do a backflip. Yeah. Okay, look, now I'm gonna balance this drink on my head. Okay, and you're just like, dude, it's okay, man. You can chill out.
we're just eating, but it was amazing.
That was like
And-
3 in the morning.
Yeah, 3 in the morning after this big giant night. We walked so long, so far. And a lot of people would have taken a cab, but again, it's fun to walk.
We couldn't afford a cab, dude.
Yeah, we couldn't afford a cab. Yeah, but those big checks we were getting for our
I mean, dude,
by the skit.
we hadn't gotten a check yet.
No,
that was the first day.
No, we hadn't gotten a check yet.
We'd gotten no checks, and
But we're stoked on that per diem.
yeah.
Yeah.
Furthermore, when we went to eat, like in like a Miami Subs, which is like a fast food joint in Miami,
Yeah.
and we're like, hey, can we get some food? They're like, you didn't get any footage today.
Only when you're filming.
What did you film today? Oh yeah, you're not eating.
No way.
I swear, I was told that I could not have fast food because I did not film that day.
I believe
Oh,
it.
wow.
I believe it. I do. And
And the person,
said that.
the same person whose quote was, "Get in the van."
yeah, I know who it was. Oh God,
Yeah, and all these years later.
yeah.
So,
oh God, yeah. Those things stick with you though.
But in the early years, were you stressing out and going crazy over stuff? Or were you more mellow because of the drugs? I feel like now you have more responsibilities in businesses, so you're
Yeah, I mean, dude, it comes down to that quote that messed me up, which is, guy who has nothing only has to worry about his next meal.
Mm-hmm.
Guy who has everything has to worry about his last meal. And that's just a gnarly thing. It's like, oh my God, I don't have enough for my last meal.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, nothing's ever enough.
You know what? I think we were just stoked to be there. Just happy to be making something new. Happy to be together, and the energy of also meeting other people that became involved with the show was just awesome. And everyone that stuck. There was a lot of people related to Big Brother and skateboarding that could have been Jackass members. and just didn't really come out to film. Like when the time came, and the people that became the cast were just the people that like were into it. Like, oh, you're filming, like just going for it. Like, because there's a lot of people in that world that I would have thought would have filmed more. And so we're just like, let's go film, let's make something, like, and let's have fun together. And it really, I mean, that has never changed the whole time with Jackass. Is like how much fun we have together.
Oh, dude, big time.
And really, like, God, like movie or show or not, like, it would be just, it's so fun to live in that world, like, and just be together, and
For
like,
sure.
the fun that comes out of it.
Would you guys like filming better, WildBoyz or Jackass?
I mean,
They're different.
it was just different. And I mean, looking back on wildboyz, what an epic era.
And you had no frequent flyer miles.
I did not do. I flew around. Dude, we flew around the world, like
All the
over
time.
and over and over again. Like I would have been a million miler just based on wildboyz alone.
I kept my miles, and yeah, it was awesome. Like, I had so many, like,
I never checked a bag.
Oh, yeah.
And
You said
all of that world travel.
Never
just-
checked the bag.
No. JP was the prop master and the wardrobe guy, and see, I would just like wear my wildboyz camo, like whatever.
He didn't need anything, and then like he'd
You're
wear
wearing that to a bar.
whatever the costume was. Like in Kenya, it was like it's true. Like in Kenya, remember, it was like our explorer safari outfit. So he'd wear his little safari shorts with no underwear, his balls hanging out all the time. Every time we'd squat to like film an intro, they'd have to like ask him to pull his balls in.
So this is what he was wearing in Kenya.
Yep, yeah, that little outfit, the little Dr. Livingstone.
That?
Even-
that for that day. But then,
Sorry. Even when I was on tour with the Don't Try This at Home tour and that shady crew, like I never checked a bag. Like I would wear what I was wearing until I couldn't stand it anymore, and I'd go into a store and like buy a new outfit,
Buy some underwear?
and just leave throw it in the trash what I was
yeah.
wearing.
Oh yeah, what? Oh god. Yeah, it was like
Jack
by like
Reacher.
in Indonesia, I think we were on like Sulawesi. Like we stopped by some store to get gas or something, and he runs off into some little clothing shop like in some village. Comes back with little like it was like girls' underwear. Actually, it wasn't even men's underwear, and he puts it on. And it's like totally like there's no room for a wiener. I'm like, those are ladies. They were pastel colors.
He's going around
They
looking
were
for
like, what-
weed wearing that.
They weren't sexy underwears. They were just like like total like just kids underwear, like but on a man. And yeah, but he was stoked. He didn't care. And then yeah, it was awesome. It was such an awesome life. Just
Yeah.
being in the coolest places that we always dreamed about going to. And
I don't know that they were the coolest places, and I don't think I ever dreamed about going to any of them. But we went everywhere in the world.
Out of
And we
all
saw-
of WildBoyz, what was your favorite location?
I mean,
they're all different.
it was just all different. My feeling was always that it was just really cool to rack up more stamps in my passport.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like, you get stamps in your passport until they can't fit any more stamps, and then you go get extra pages. And so you get the extra pages, it's like a whole second
A
passport.
double one, and then
A double, then
like,
we filled up those ones.
one's numbers, and then when you get the second pages, they're letters. Like, what's it start? Like, what's your
And then-
passport? Letters or numbers for the?
I don't remember.
And
like
then we
the,
filled up
letter.
the extra pages and got a third set of pages.
Yeah,
That's sick.
And yeah, we've been at like I remember in Belize we were there, and like there was no room to stamp my double passport, and the guy like gave me a hard time. Like,
Yeah.
it was like so much traveling.
Did
It
you
was
guys ever
amazing.
get shooken down in customs when you travel?
I remember going, because we had little ways of bringing herbal remedies with us, and like it was like under our tongues, like the way that, and we're all drunk flying into Russia, going through customs in Russia, and Dimitri's like, hey, look under his tongue, screaming at the immigration officers.
Dimitri.
Like, dude,
God.
I was so mad at him.
I got mad at him on the way to Russia. I think I beat him up. Like I did beat him up. I did this move, the hammer fist, like double hammer fist to his back.
Why?
Because he pissed me off. I was trying to have a rest, and it's like we're filming right when we get there all the time. And he woke me up. He was messing with me at the airport. It made me really mad. And then other people in the plane got mad because I was at the terminal were mad because I was yelling. And he caused so much trouble. He just doesn't know the time and place for things. I was so mad at him. Yeah, so I knocked him senseless.
He tried to get us busted at customs in Russia.
Oh, you know another thing. He actually,
You go to prison for that, like
Yeah.
Brittany Granger, or Brittany Griner, or whatever.
we talked about this actually. Dave England was on my show the other day, and I told him about after that night of hanging out with Moby,
Sorry, what show was that?
the Pontius show.
Oh, wow, the Pontius show. And
Yeah.
it's available.
It's on YouTube and podcast platforms.
Oh, wait, you mean everywhere that you get your podcasts?
Yeah, it's available. So yeah, please watch and if you like it, or even if you don't, push the thumbs up button. I always forget to tell people that. Apparently, it's very important.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Yeah, this is the first time I've ever asked someone to do it, and it's not even on my show. But so, if you do listen to the Pontius show, you will hear a story about us at the airport in Russia after a wild night of partying
With Moby.
With Moby, of all people.
With Moby?
Yeah.
With Moby.
We didn't bring it up when he was on the podcast.
Dude, did we not?
No.
Well, it must be brought up now. Then
I'm like, Steve, you ever met Moby? He's like, I don't know.
No, dude, we absolutely met him
you
in
guys
Russia.
hung out all night.
I'm surprised he didn't bring it up either.
Well, he
Dude,
wasn't there
and
for
it
the
was-
good part.
It was before either Moby or me were sober.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And okay, so we have to have told this story before, but I had seen in some shop, like some novelty item. It was like a literally cast iron replica of a 9mm handgun, like completely true to what a 9mm handgun looks like, and made out of cast iron. But if you pulled the trigger, it was a lighter, and the flame came out of the thing. And so like everybody's hungover as balls.
Yeah.
Like never been more hungover.
Early in the morning after
Like
a
it was
night
like
of partying.
St. Petersburg or something.
We were in St. Petersburg on our way to Siberia.
And we'd been on this big bus, and it was like, okay, everybody's getting off the bus. They're like going under the, like underneath the bus, the bays underneath the bus to get their like luggage, to check their luggage. And like our line producer, who is like the most, like the red tape, like not creative, like uptight kind of guy. He's in charge of just buttoning up all of the nerd stuff. And I just put the gun. I put the 9mm, the cast iron 9mm gun in his carry-on. In his carry-on, he didn't know it was in there. And like all of a sudden, we're just kind of getting like maybe getting ready to go through.
We go through security, yeah.
But before we got to security, we noticed like cops running from like every corner of the airport. they've just got this guy jammed up, dude.
Yeah, really gnarly.
It was a really mean, bad thing I did.
He was not stoked on this practical joke. That,
It wasn't practical, and it wasn't a joke.
oh my god! And he was so pissed. And I think he was pissed at you and Dimitri was somehow involved in it. Maybe Dimitri was filming you doing it or something. I don't know. But
That- it wasn't
he
even
was,
for-
he was mad at everyone. He was fucking mad. And so like he's like, yeah, he's then we're mad for a long time. Then we're on the plane. He's talking to Jeff. He's like, it's fucked, blah blah blah. And Jeff's like, I know it's so fucked what they did. God.
Yeah, you know what? Like there was a point when I had on my little whiteboard for YouTube video ideas, like the worst things I ever did.
That was a bad one.
That was one of them.
That was on the list.
Yeah.
Was that number one or was that
Nah,
in the
dude,
middle?
I'm sure it wasn't number one.
It's bad though. No, not number one.
When you guys look back on Wild Boys, is there an episode that stands out that you're like, I'm glad this is in the history books?
Well, Russia was amazing episodes. There were so many good ones.
I mean, the thing with Wildboyz, it started out as a comedy nature show with like a lot of emphasis on animals and like butt floss. You know, like as it progressed over the course of the 4 seasons, it just morphed back into Jackass, where there were like, and the back end. By the time we got to Russia, that was the last season, and there was like no emphasis on animals at all. It was all like anti-terrorism, like like go to the Olympics, like face plant off the 10-meter, like
Yeah, it
you
was.
know?
I mean, it was whatever there was to do wherever we went. But like, yeah, it just became so much like Jackass. And Knoxville started going on all these trips with us too, because he missed it. So it's like, well, why don't we just make another Jackass movie?
Well, specifically, we were at a counter-terrorism like training camp in Russia, and we're like driving tanks all around, and then they had like something there. It was like some obstacle course to train counter-terrorism, and they had like attack dogs and 9mm handguns with rubber bullets. And Knox was like, shoot me with the rubber bullet while the dog attacks me. And when he said that, Tremaine was like, hey, if you still have this in you, what are we doing this for MTV2? Because we had been demoted from MTV to MTV2. They told us like, hey, so you're not gonna be on MTV anymore. You're gonna be on MTV2, but you're gonna be the flagship show of MTV2.
Now, after Jackass 2 was made, was there any thoughts or ideas of bringing Wild Boys back?
I don't
No,
think so.
I think we were done with it at that point.
Nobody wanted to work with me after.
Yeah. You did go through a little phase after Jackass 2.
After Jackass 2, I went balls deep into rap.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, God, Wildboyz was such an amazing experience, and it was like a few years of our life, and it was awesome. And you know what? Like, there's a, God, it was. I mean, it was a lot of work. Like, but because we just filmed as much as we could, but it was one of the greatest times ever.
What was your film schedule while you guys were?
Well, here's the thing. We had a certain. We got paid per episode, and we had like a budget. We'd go out to go film an episode in, say, Indonesia, and we'd be like, all right, we get paid per episode. Let's go and take the money they gave us for one episode and
make 3.
So and it shook out really, really badly for everybody who got paid for a day of work. Because they, like, the crew got no benefit.
They didn't get overtime. It wasn't.
They didn't get overtime.
Yeah.
They didn't get any benefit for extra episodes, and so like Tremaine would just be cracking the whip, like, no, we're gonna keep working, we're gonna keep filming, and dude, like, in Indonesia, that was the first time that we did literally film. We filmed 3 episodes in Indonesia, plus we went to Indonesia straight from Kenya.
From India.
From India.
Yeah, and which we were there for a while. So God,
I remember.
It was
I remember because I was barking about it on the airplane when I got arrested for smoking on the airplane.
That was during Wildboyz when you got kicked off
Yeah,
Delta?
Specifically the day that I came back from 29 straight shooting days, India and Indonesia. Like 29 days straight shooting, like way more than 12 hours a day. Just the whip being cracked, and we reached our breaking point.
Yeah, there was a breaking point. No, we were exhausted. It was gnarly. Like, the crew was exhausted.
And like we weren't allowed to eat.
It was gnarly.
We went off.
Yeah. And we went. Yeah, it was. We needed a rest.
Did you ever fly to a country and never get the footage, and you just went there for nothing?
No, we weren't allowed to film in Jakarta while we were in Indonesia because Jakarta, like,
they'll throw you in jail for jaywalking.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was because Jakarta was like a known like hotspot of like serious terrorism or something. Like that's what it was. I think we weren't even supposed to like go there, so we couldn't film in Jakarta because we weren't even allowed to admit that we were in Jakarta.
I don't remember that at all, but I remember not filming in Jakarta. I didn't know why. There was a place where that sold there was like a black market animal place, and we actually went with someone. We got some animals out of it, and we released them into the wild, which was cool.
Wow.
And we didn't announce that on the.
Do you remember what kind of animals?
Yeah, slow lorises, but I remember
you did that like as a good guy. Like me and one of the guys on the crew went into like this gnarly slum in Jakarta asking for weed. When like in Indonesia, smoking weed is punishable by death.
That was insane.
And we literally got enough weed to roll a doobie.
How was the weed there?
Oh, it was awful.
Probably the worst you could
It's
find.
probably the absolute worst.
He was
weed.
really like needing it though, and he kept asking like in Bali. He was asking like all the surfers, like, and they're just like, no, you can't, like. But there was people there that were taking like ecstasy. Apparently, that was easy to get.
Yeah, they have mushrooms are legal.
And
in
mushrooms,
Indonesia.
my God.
But weed was just a no. And there was a guy that worked for our producer there that was an American guy that had a production company, and
the guy whose girl got humped in the pool
Yeah.
by one of our crew.
Yeah, so Steve kept asking him for weed, and Steve felt led on by him, and Steve attacked him. and like the guy walked in, like we were in like Flores, and like he walks in like, hey guys, and me and Steve were sitting like at a table. Steve gets up and he goes to like kick him in the balls, and he kicked over his own head. Steve kicked over his own head and did a backflip, lands on his back and hurts his tailbone or something. He's like, ah! And he goes storming out of the place. But,
I was very upset with that guy.
It was a really awkward situation.
29 days without being able to smoke weed.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it.
How were the mushrooms in Indonesia?
We didn't take mushrooms in Indonesia.
I just remember like people were taking ecstasy though, like other people. I don't think our crew. I mean I know I didn't.
Yeah.
But like I remember it was like rampant at the bar. But people were like, you want some whatever you call it? What do you call ecstasy? Ecstasy.
Oh, it's
MDMA. Molly.
You want to roll?
Yeah,
You want to roll? Yeah. I remember hearing stuff like
bean?
that. A bean.
Yeah, a bean.
And then, yeah, geez, what a wild adventure. And then, some members of the crew got addicted to prostitution.
Dude, I would hate it if we were telling stories we've told before, but remember Brazil?
They probably will, yeah. I know we've told that story, but...
Yeah, just real quick. One of our crew members had never treated himself to a lady of the night. And in Brazil, he went to his very first brothel.
He saw a flyer. He was handed a flyer, and it looked like an inviting establishment.
And so he gets to the brothel, also known as a whorehouse.
Bordello.
Yeah.
and they present him with like a lineup. It's literally like a lineup if you're going to pick out the criminal, except you're picking your partner for the evening. And of the lineup, he found 2 of the ladies to be quite pleasing to his eye. He couldn't decide which one was his favorite of the 2, so he got them both.
As any smart man would do.
This was his introduction to being a John, and so we know that this happened. So we all get in the van for a big day of filming, and we're like, oh my God, Rackley, we're all to tell us what happened. Come on, like, how was it, dude?
What were you doing? Were you like doing one while...
I know, but we just said to tell them what happened. And he's like, okay, so I'm eating this one's ass. And we're like, whoa, stop, hold the phone. You ate ass in a Brazilian whorehouse? He's like, yeah, standard procedure, bro. He said,
So that became like the word for doing that act. And so like...
it also became his nickname.
Yeah. So later in Russia, actually, I got a knock on my door at like 5 a.m, and he's like, "Dude, can I borrow some money? Like, I got this girl, and I couldn't take out enough of the ATM or whatever." So I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I'm like, did you do standard procedure?" He's like, "Dude, she did standard procedure on me." It was so weird because like the pimp was there too to like make sure he was paying. Like it was like kind of a tense situation. He didn't even realize it, but yeah. So he was stoked though, and the girl seemed like she was having a good time with him.
Oh my God, dude, this is such a fun
She did do
podcast.
standard procedure on him.
And Vinny over here happens to be a huge fan of standard procedure.
I thought you were going to say ladies of the night.
I mean, now here's Vinny's go-to. Like, he will like find not so subtle ways of encouraging a friendly lady to perform standard procedure on him.
No.
Yeah, like
How's he do it? How's he encourage it?
He'll give her like I
dropped something.
a firm head massage.
Yeah, how do you do it, man?
A head massage, right?
It's a nice little head massage.
yeah, basically shoves her head into his...
Lower.
Man, some people are gnarly.
Dude, Vinny is gnarly. So,
I mean, the girls that he's are gnarly.
so, and like he'll just like lay down on his back and just hike his butt up and just spread his cheeks like just as like here it is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, I thought that was like a normal thing. I thought everybody did that.
I thought that was standard procedure.
So funny.
I mean, dude, like that. No part of me wants standard procedure to happen to me.
Why not?
Nor do I want to perform it. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't
You
get
can't
it.
knock it until you try it.
All right. I mean, with that said.
I mean, you like the Mentos in your ass.
With that said, when I'm manually servicing myself, I have noticed that a little push on the pooper does enhance.
It does.
Oh my, what are we talking about here? Getting hot in here?
Okay.
Not penetration, just a bit of a push.
Just a push.
Yeah, just a slight push.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little poke. You know,
Oh my
maybe a
God.
couple fingers.
Couple fingers. No, just a push. Oh my god! That's so funny. But you're not going to ask someone to do that, let alone a stranger. God, I was just not to change the subject, but I was just thinking about when we're talking about like just flying by the seat of your pants and not taking any clothes on the road. I was on tour with you on your Don't Try It. Try this at home tour, and I remember being before Australia in Canada. I didn't have any shoes. I don't know what happened to my shoes. So I bought some cheap like dollar like flip-flops, but then the strap broke, so I got duct tape, and the way I put them on was I'd wrap the duct tape around the sole, and those were my shoes for like a week.
Yeah.
And that's just the way we were living. Then I think I accidentally peed my pants one night. So like I was on stage and I'm like, does anyone want to swap pants? And like someone's like, yeah. And so I trade pants. I'm like, thank God I don't have these pee pants on. Like,
Do you remember how hard you worked on your dance routine on that tour?
yeah. And when there was some dance routine I just started doing one day, like when we were hanging out, and you guys were like, you should do that on stage. And I'm like, no, no one's gonna like that.
Oh, dude, it was incredible.
And then I did the dance routine, and I was nervous about it, and I got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
So you know what's crazy is that kind of leads us to something else. We're about to do some shows together after all these years.
That's right. The WBs,
wildboyz.
the Wildboyz, are hitting the road together. Mm-hmm. And if you think Pontius worked hard on that breakdance routine back in Canada and Australia in 2004, you're not even going to be ready for what he brings to the stage.
I know.
In California, starting on October 5th in Anaheim, moving up to Thousand Oaks, or San Diego, Thousand Oaks, Bakersfield,
Fresno.
I
mean, come on.
I mean, get out of here.
You have a routine?
I actually
You been
It's in
working?
the works.
I last night we were texting. I said I gotta come up with a new act, not an old act, a new routine.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
you know why I have so much tremendous confidence in where Pontius is headed with this is because Pontius has been delving into the archives and creating his own content, exploiting what's known as fair usage laws, where he can fill in stories, add commentary, and present completely new information to make old archival jackass footage more exciting than it even was at first.
Yeah, Dave England came over the other day, and we looked over some Jackass stuff, which hasn't released in the short form with the different bits, but we did watch a few bits, and it was so fun to like look back at all these and talk and like. So yeah, God, I can't wait for everyone to see them. There is one on the full length episode with Dave England. It's called Sugar High because we got really high on sugar. Like God, it was kind of gnarly. Like how silly I got. I don't even like.
Dude, I've been off sugar for more than 6 months.
Oh,
The only
we
sugar
ate so
is
much.
1 serving of fruit per day.
Wow, good for you though.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I wish I could say the same for myself.
You got a little sweet tooth.
Nah, yeah, I do have a sweet tooth, but I don't eat that much sugar. I'm pretty healthy. But we bought all this sugar in Scandinavia and wanted to like sample all these crazy candies that we got because there was a giant candy store. So we just like had a sugar feed and got really silly. We watched all these old Jackass bits and it was so fun. So those are going to be coming out like probably by the time you see this episode. Actually, you'll already have seen it.
What were you doing in Scandinavia? You were there for a while.
Well-
yeah, dude. I was trying to figure it out. Like, is Pontius still in Scandinavia? And then, like, sure enough, you were.
I was there just for a trip with my family because my son's gonna, before I know it, he's gonna be in elementary school and I won't be able to travel like that, So I was like, let's go on a really rad trip and
What was the total amount of time you were there?
over 2 months.
God.
But
wow.
so we just traveled all around, and I've got some friends there, and my grandma's from Norway actually, and originally, so I have some roots there, and yeah, so we went around Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, and I'm working on a knife with a knife designer named Jesper Voxnes, who designs for giant mouse knives. We're collaborating on a knife together. This is not the knife, but this is a knife that he designed. They make really awesome knives, and if you know anything about me, I love sharp things, knives and axes, and I most my knife's going to be kind of more of a wilderness knife, and so my first official knife design is going to be coming out soon. So we got together and worked on that, and it's going to be amazing. So that's going to be out pretty soon, and they're beautiful knives, though. I know you've cut yourself a few times.
I have an affinity for knives. Like, I really like switchblades.
Oh yeah,
Maybe not switchblades, stilettos.
stilettos, yeah.
What do they
Stilettos
call
are
it?
great.
Out the front. OTF.
Out the front, yeah.
The OTF
You
knife.
got it.
Like, I've been, it's just that, like, I always want to have one in my pocket since I've become a country boy.
Yeah, you need one. You need one
I
out.
know, but then it's always in my pocket when I get to the airport.
Yeah.
I gotta throw it in the trash.
When you actually have a knife, you actually realize how often you need a knife.
Yeah.
Or like last time I saw you, you were like, "Does anyone have a knife?" Like, or you asked me. You knew I
Yeah.
had one already. I think you're like, and you need a knife to like open something with. But yeah, they come in handy. So my knife's gonna be out very soon, and so we're also working on that while we were there. I got invited. I went to a grocery store, and at the grocery store, like any regular grocery store, but this one had a music section of black metal.
Wow.
And so like I was just blown away. So we filmed something of us looking through all this black metal records, and we put it online. And a guy that was from one of the bands, Vendor, that I was looking at, contacted me. He's like, "Oh, I was stoked to see it, and stoked you're a fan of the band. I run a music festival that's coming up if you want to go."
Oh, is that when you saw Metallica?
Yeah, and then so we look at it. I'm like, "Oh, we're supposed to be back by then." And then May and I were like getting ready. It was about a week from supposed to go home. We're like, you know what? I always tell people whenever something comes up in life, an opportunity of any time, or just you got to like read the signs that come to you. And if there's an opportunity that could turn into something, say yes. Just like with Jackass, everything in our lives, I think.
Right.
We always like when something comes up, you know, that might lead you to something, say yes. So I'm like, we need to live by this. So we said yes. We went to this awesome, we changed our tickets. We went to this amazing music festival. Got to see Metallica like right up close with like, oh, it was amazing. It was so fantastic. Metallica was awesome. All these other bands.
Did your boy Axe have like ear protection?
Oh yeah,
on?
he had his little earphones. He got to see ZZ Top and Metallica and
Wow, dude, what does ZZ Top look like these days?
they're getting older now, but they sounded awesome and they were great. Judas Priest was amazing. Satyricon was amazing. Axe loved one.
Satyricon.
They're sick. They're so good live. Like, if you get a chance to see them live, oh my god.
What
they're
about
so
like
good live.
Gorgoroth?
Gorgoroth didn't play that festival, but Abath played, who's from Immortal.
Oh,
And
wow.
he was so cool. He backstage, like he has this crazy headdress that he wears, and he put it on Axe, and he took a liking to Axe, and he's like, and he had some beer. He's like, "Oh, you can't have some beer, but here, have some Coca-Cola." I'm like, "No, you can't have Coca-Cola either." But yeah,
Give him beer before you give him Coca-Cola.
yeah, like, he was such a sweet guy though.
And what, these are all
Wow.
death metal, black metal?
Black metal.
Yeah, such a rad guy, and his son was a big fan of what we do, and he was really familiar with us, and he asked about all the guys, and he was such a good guy. All those black metal guys are awesome, and Secret from Satyricon was super cool.
So I've noticed that you're just in such phenomenal shape. Better than usual, because I remember like when we were on an ill-fated trip to Puerto Rico, we were both a little bit
chubby.
chubby.
Not where we wanted to be. But I mean, like,
I mean, dude, right now you're exactly where you want to be, right?
no. I want to get much in better shape. And plus being on the road, I'd exercise when I could, and we did a lot of walking in like hotel gyms. I'd work out, but I'm actually going hardcore now.
Oh, dude.
I tweaked my back out a little bit, and now it's getting better. And I'm gonna document my journey.
What are you doing?
Party boy fitness.
Wow.
Dude, we just got done with a leg of my Super Dummy tour.
Yeah.
And came back weighing less, in better shape than we were when the tour began.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because I've got this new app that I've found. It's called All Trails.
Yeah.
So wherever I go, I open it up. I type in the city name that we're at. I put on my filter. I want hiking. I want it to be in a loop so that we go in a circle and end up where we began. And then when I do that, I pick through like my trails. Who knew that like hiking in nature is popular everywhere?
It is everywhere.
It is. Like everywhere, like every place we went, there were absolutely
spot.
just beautiful spots.
It's awesome.
We went every single day,
And it makes-
unless it was raining.
Good
and
for
then,
you.
And if it was raining, then we went to the YMCA.
Yeah. And hiking is such great exercise because you're not on even ground. You're going up and down. It's not just like walking down the street. And
Right.
That's one thing I got to do a lot in Scandinavia. And I think it's just good to be out there, you know? And you
In
get to see,
nature.
in nature, you get to see all these things that you wouldn't have seen before. And a lot of people ask me, like, you know, you seem so happy and blah, 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 you know? And I don't think I'm happier than the next guy, but like, how do you get so happy? And I'm thinking like, one thing is like exercising makes me feel so good. And it's hard to start, but once you like lift the first weight or take the first step, you won't stop and you'll take another one. And the hardest part is starting. And
Yep.
And,
Tell that to this guy.
yeah. All you gotta,
I don't want to start.
but God, once you start, like seriously, you'll never wish you didn't. And it makes you feel like, it just makes you feel good.
Dude, 100%. Our off-camera producer, who brings up all of our assets on the internet, he and I this morning we hiked up above the Hollywood sign.
Oh, awesome.
How many
That's
miles
rad.
was that?
4 miles. We hiked elevation of more than 1,200 feet.
It's awesome. And yeah, like I said, like it's not like just walking down the street. and it makes you feel so good. And
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
then-
what else would you have been doing during that time?
Exactly. We went hiking up above the Hollywood sign, took epic photos, and then it was like we got back to the house, ate a huge meal.
Yeah.
Clean food, no flour, no sugar. So you can eat as much as you want if you eat clean.
You can.
And then it was like, all right, we got 2 hours until Pontius. Like, what are we gonna do? And I typed in your address, and it was like, 18 miles. How long is it gonna take me to ride my bicycle in 102 degrees Fahrenheit heat wave? Like, I was like, you know what? Light work, baby.
That was amazing. You rode your bike here. That's some Laird Hamilton shit.
I know.
Yeah, totally. That's what I thought. I saw
He
that.
said, dude,
Yeah.
that's kind of where I want to be.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and it's like if you exercise just like 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, like it's just consistency that matters it just makes you feel better. It makes you happier, and it makes you strong. And I think that's what happens. It's people don't just get old; they just get lazy about it. Like,
Right.
And yeah, you have to work a little harder, but yeah, I think it's about just not stopping. If you what they say, like, use it or lose it.
Yep.
It's just like that with everything, with sex, with just anything in life. You know, you have to exercise that part of your body,
Right.
just like your brain.
Mm-hmm.
I submit that you are happier than the next guy.
Oh, thank you.
Because the next guy, especially in this direction.
Touche.
You know,
That was a good one.
I don't like just walk around giggling all day or nothing, but like.
But
I
wait, you
think-
giggle quite a bit, more than the next guy.
I think, happiness is something that it doesn't come. People want happiness to come to them, and it's something that you have to create. Like you have to do
Yeah.
things that make you happy. It doesn't. That's why you don't just take people want to now they resort to and I understand depression, like and that's a whole different problem, but it's not like something that you can just expect. Like, all right, with no work, happiness is something that you create. So you do things that make you happy, and
Yeah.
if you're lucky enough to find something in your life that you enjoy, or awesome friends and things that matter. And I'm really lucky because I have a family, and I love being a dad, and all these things that they really do make me so happy. And yeah, it's a lot of work, but it doesn't that's
You love being a dad who cares about his son having a roof over his head.
I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean that shouldn't be a big request of any dad. Like that's a baseline requirement.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's amazing to like look at someone like like your kid and just not be able to believe how much you love something. Like it's an amazing feeling. And yeah, it's awesome. I love it. But yeah, having a roof over the kid's head it shouldn't be a big ask for some dads.
I had a weird thought. Not that I would go back on my decision to never have children, but I did have a thought while I was setting a personal record for my longest hike just 2 days ago.
Oh my God.
And I was like, man, this is kind of rad. Like, it reminds me of like kind of summer camp. I wonder how long they took us on hikes in summer camp. Like when I was a kid, they were special memories I have of hiking when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if I had a little kid to like take on personal record hikes.
Well,
You're a great
personal
uncle,
record
though.
hikes.
You are.
We do have your sperm saved. If
Yeah,
one,
dude,
if you do.
I keep paying
yeah.
to keep it frozen.
That's
I
good.
know,
Just
and you
in
know
case.
what? Here's where that'll get me. As an uncle, I've tried to take my niece on hikes, and I just like.
Yeah, but you're taking her on a record-breaking hike, and
I push her until she's crying.
yeah.
My dad was kind of like that when we'd go on hikes. Like he was pretty hardcore, like about like, come on, let's keep going to the top. Like I'm like, Dad, like, and he'd be like, keep going. But I got into it. Like, but sometimes like it was like a little bit, come on, Dad.
Yeah,
We've
you're
done
right.
it.
That's the last thing I need is some little pussy that can't.
He wasn't mean about it, but it was like sometimes it was just a little too far. Like 10 miles, Dad. but like it's fun. I think with parenting though, like not to get too into that subject.
I
but
do that. There it is, dude.
Wow, congratulations.
What?
And it was
afternoon
only 8
walk?
miles too.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
That was today.
That was 2 days ago.
But once you do like 8 miles, then it becomes like not so hard anymore.
Right. I mean, I was telling Isaac today, like, I remember that, like, hiking all the way up above the Hollywood sign used to be, like, super intimidating. It seemed like a gnarly thing to commit to. Now that's, like, just, like, the bottom, like, that's, like, the bottom rung.
Is that the same hike that you took Zach up?
We made Zach
'cause
Holmes.
I remember him
We
telling
God,
me.
Zach.
Oh, really?
Zach,
Yeah,
trying to
did he
up
make
there?
it?
Yeah, I remember him telling me that he like lost 6 pounds just from doing that hike.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, he got a killer photo up above the
remember
Hollywood
that.
sign.
Yeah.
It was sick.
That's great. Good for him, man. Jeez.
How's he doing? Is he?
I haven't talked to him in a while.
You haven't talked to
Isn't
Zach?
he? Is he exercising? I saw.
Can you pull up his Instagram? Is he
Is he
staying?
working out? I saw something of him working out.
Oh yeah, he's got a sponsor for health
For
and
meal
wellness.
preps, I think.
Yeah, I wonder if he's lost any weight. Vinny over here has lost 40 pounds.
Good for
Yeah,
you,
but
Vinny.
it's not.
Oh.
It's I'm on Ozempic, so it's not really.
Oh, don't
No,
minimize
no.
it.
I mean, if it helps you get past that.
Yeah.
That point. That's the hardest part when you're losing weight is to get to past a certain point, and then it comes easier.
Yeah, then when I started seeing the actual results, it kind of made me a little.
It does. But it takes a
motivated
while
me
to
a
get
little bit more.
results with
Yeah.
exercise, and getting past that. I tell people like just work out for like 2 months, and then a month into it, you start to see results. But then you really see results. And
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Zach on
good
the
for him.
treadmill.
Yeah.
I mean, if that gets him on the treadmill, good.
Let me ask you this: have you had your testosterone levels checked on blood work?
I haven't, but I do take a few different natural things, like, and I'll switch it up, like that are supposed to help maintain your T levels. And I don't know if they work. I think that they work because I feel pretty good. But yeah, there's like fenugreek or ashwagandha and God, what else is there?
Because dude, I'm going in, dude. I'm gonna be roid raging. With
Yeah,
you.
all
Oh
these
my
things,
God.
like.
Then
yeah.
I'll never go on a hike with you. You're gonna be like, let's hike fucking 612 miles.
Are you doing testosterone?
I've been prescribed.
Oh, good for you.
It's been ordered. Hasn't come yet. So I'm up to this point still natural.
Mm. But you're gonna be
I'm
gnarly.
I'm not on testosterone yet, but my levels came back at I think 330,
330.
and they say they want me to be like between 1,000 and 1,500.
Wow.
They
Like,
said
I'm
1,000 to
super-
1,500.
Dr. Drew said
I don't
that's what
know,
a
no,
15.
no. That's what Cowboy Cerrone's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to go that
You're gonna be
high.
like a little 16-year-old boy who just a boner riding your bike around.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll find out what
You'll see what you're.
what it's gonna be.
Okay,
but,
but you should have a goal. Like go, with the Navy SEALs or do some sort of training and do a show where like you have to compete and
Yeah, he's gonna reach his goal and he's gonna be like, I need more.
Cowboy Cerrone's going pretty high, huh?
yeah.
yeah, dude, he's hilarious. Dude.
He is, huh?
He's the best.
I mean,
man.
he's like, he's like,
I mean, he's a savage, dude.
yeah, he is, and then he's all about that,
And apparently he was saying like for 4 years while he was in the UFC,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, man, as soon as I get out of the UFC, I'm on like
T replacement?
I'm
Yeah.
on PEDs.
I'm sure all those guys are.
If
Yeah, like
I mean, all those guys, like you see Dana White all of a sudden, like I don't know how old Dana is, but he's all of a sudden he's got a
50,
six pack, like it's like
55, 56.
yeah, like yeah. And I mean, I know those guys aren't shy about talking about it. I don't think. Like,
yeah, I don't think so.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, if I get to a point where I feel
But,
like
dude,
I need it,
but
I'll
the
do
thing
it.
is, Dana's like doing way more than just testosterone replacement. I mean, Dana is
like he's doing other PEDs.
No, I'm not talking about.
Oh.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about health optimization.
Oh yeah, his diet and everything. huh?
Health optimization, like to the max, dude. And he's like super into intermittent fasting.
Oh, and
So-
I do that all the time.
Yeah, so he won't eat before 2 p.m. and then he won't eat after 7 p.m.
Good for him.
Yeah,
That's
so
the hardest
like-
part.
There,
So just
there,
a-
there
so
was a
that's just
study that this girl came out with, and she was like, dude, we found that 16 hours of fasting boosts men's testosterone level by 1,300%.
I do intermittent fasting pretty.
Yeah, I dove in,
pretty all the
dude.
time. Yeah, it's good. I ate a banana. I've had a banana. Like,
That's it today?
oh no, I did eat lunch, but like normally like I won't eat till like pretty late. Yeah, I definitely whatever you said.
One meal a day?
I know I'll snack like later on, like but I don't eat a lot either. But yeah, I'll eat.
Oh my god, I'm a pig.
And I definitely don't. I don't like. I wait a while. I don't know. Like in the afternoon, I'll eat my first meal maybe.
Yeah.
I'm the
It's good to eat
gnarliest.
breakfast though. Like I'm not against it, but it's good to sometimes do it. But I think like yeah, just keeping your testosterone high and all that. Yeah, it's good. So maybe who knows? Maybe one day I will do the same. I don't know.
I'll let you know how it goes.
But yeah,
When are you getting on it?
I don't know. I mean, I'm like, it's been prescribed. It's been ordered. I fly home to Tennessee tomorrow. Like, it's just a matter of when it shows up in the mail. Oh, and dude, I fly to Tennessee tomorrow. I went to the gun store and like bought an AR-15.
oh my god.
And they were like, okay, you gotta get on this computer and submit your for your background check. So then it's like, you know, I fill it all out, and then it's on the computer, and when I submit my, you know, my whole thing, it goes to the state of Tennessee. And the state of Tennessee like processes through the system, like kind of checks my full background.
Wow.
And like I waited for like whatever the 10 minutes or something. And the guy comes back. He goes.
10 minutes.
The guy comes back. He goes. The state of Tennessee is not happy with you.
Oh really?
You know, yeah. They said your background check was. You know, was not good. You're like, you got denied. He said, but I'll tell you this, that the state of Tennessee denies, you know, the most is like number one in the most rejections based on background checks, but they're also number one in appeals overturning the rejections. So he's like, you gotta wait like 14 business days to find out like if they overturn it. And I was just like, man, with my criminal record, there's just no way. Like, there's just no way. Like I can't get global.
Have you ever shot an AR-15?
I did, yeah, because my neighbors have so many guns.
Oh yeah.
And then, dude, yesterday morning, for some reason, dude, I was sound asleep. The phone rang. It was a weird number. I didn't, you know, but it was Tennessee. I was like, what the hell? So I'm just like, the phone woke me up, and I answered the phone. Hello? He said, hey man, get on down here. Come pick up your AR-15.
Be careful with that thing.
I mean, dude, I'm not like.
Yeah.
I just love that, like
it's amazing.
Our ranch in Tennessee. Like, I just want it to be the most fun adult playground.
Just
you know?
take a gun safety class, because we have had some friends, some other cast members, even that I've seen handle guns a little recklessly.
Oh yeah.
What, on their social media or something?
No, just in real life, showing guns like, oh, it's loaded. Blah. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people do that, but you got to be careful with guns, like. For sure. Yeah.
And you gotta have a gun range.
You gotta have a good picture.
I mean, dude, I just want people who visit the Radical Ranch to be able to like ride the ramp, holding the rings, so that it's fun for everybody. You know, like
AR.
You just pop off the AR.
Here's a tip that I would give some. You know those places. Have you ever been to the places that are like golf courses, but for like shotguns, and you like skeet shoot all the different, which is very fun. But a guy I know, he was at one, and he'd never really shot guns much before, and he shot like because when you're not shooting, he wasn't told not to have his finger on the trigger, you know, instead of, you know, he's like has finger on the trigger, like could have shot somebody, like, you know. It's just like, that's a good tip to tell if you have some people over that aren't big shooters. Just don't have your finger on the trigger unless you're gonna shoot.
I mean, we're gonna do it all the right way, and we're gonna be just pop 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 pop.
You don't want to put these at your house. You don't want to do clay pigeons.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like,
why not?
We've got enough land. I don't see too much of a problem with it.
Because the shotgun BBs are like the not iron, but they're like copper or lead.
Oh yeah,
So they'll sink into the ground, and you don't want lead. That's why you can't, like, after they demolish one of these places, after they're done, you can't build on it because there's lead on the ground.
Yeah, but can't you get certain ammo?
You probably can't.
What about the AR?
But I don't think you're skeet shooting with an AR. Though.
I don't want any lead in my AR bullets.
Yeah, see what type of
lead-free bullets. I don't know.
Dude, I can't wait for you to come out to the.
I know, I can't wait.
Dude.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
We'll have like plenty of room for you and your wife.
Yeah, we'll skate. And actually, like when we were on the road, we went to some skate park there's a ramp at a park in Sweden, like, and Axe decided he likes to skate now, so.
That's great.
Your ramp is perfect.
I saw that where you were skating with him.
And the guy had the loosest trucks ever. The guy was a ripper, but his trucks were like where you could probably screw them on with your finger, like the tightness. Oh my god, it was so freaky. But it was so fun though. So we're gonna be skating. I'm gonna be skating, I guess, now all the time now too, which is good because I need to get back on a board. For sure, dude.
Dude, on your Instagram, you've been unearthing like wonderful clips.
A trick or two.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked to go.
Dude, what was that? Ramp. Like, what was that mini ramp finger flip? It was like
that's Newberg.
Yeah, that one you've posted a few times.
The pivot finger flip fakie.
Duh.
That
Did you invent
that?
that?
Was it blunt?
Yeah, I invented that.
A pivot to finger flip fakie. Dude, that's just a burly trick.
Too. It was that was in the first Big Brother video.
Is that Heather Roach's
What?
backyard?
No, it looks like it though. That was some backyard in like Venice. I was with
What,
Nodis.
and then there was another one. Oh, no way, Nodis was there?
Yeah, and he was ripping. So I had to do my best, you know.
Dude.
Nodis, for God's sakes. Like, but yeah, and there's another one I did.
Yeah,
Recently. There's me and my brother modeling for CCS catalog.
You look like Patrick Swayze on the right.
Why? Thank you.
That's the highest compliment you could possibly get.
You look like
That's not
Patrick
any higher
Swayze in like the
Dude,
80s.
I've got that. I bought you that Patrick Swayze
I love
shirt,
it.
and
I
it's
love
at
it.
the house.
I love that. It's there. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Damn,
So
why did I
stoked.
not bring that? Oh,
There's a picture of me wall riding from that same shoot. I think.
Save some pussy for the rest of us, dude.
There I am.
Yeah,
That's how I'm like
dude.
12 or
Patrick
13.
Swayze, dude.
And I'm riding Jesse Martinez's first model.
What kind of shoes are those?
Air Jordan's first Air Jordan ones.
Those are probably like $3.2 million
Can
right
you believe
now.
that? I got those for $20. They were like at the time like.
what kind of board is that?
Jesse Martinez.
Oh, you just said.
For
When
sneakerheads,
SMA
how much are those worth
was
right
what
now?
the SMA. There was two SMAs. One was under Santa Cruz at that point, and one was under Rocco at that point.
Wow.
Which originally Skip Engelum started SMA, but
This
so
isn't
anyway,
slow?
like Jesse got kicked off of Powell because he'd always ride those experimental boards, and then they kicked him off for being too gnarly, basically.
Yeah,
And
Powell was a little bit,
a little,
a little bit sugar coated.
yeah, they were. So they didn't, and he's this gnarly dude from Venice, and
And then along came a guy named Steve Rocco.
yep, so he sponsored Jesse, and
Did
I
you-
was so stoked because he was one of my favorite skaters. And when I was a kid, the skate camp was at the university in my town, so we'd always hang out, and like all the pros came, and we got to see like Gons and Lance Mountain, everyone skate. And Jesse was there for a few weeks, and he was so rad to all of us kids, like. And you know he was just a gnarly dude. He just got kicked off Powell and all that. He was such a good guy, like So yeah, right when his board came out, I was like, gotta get it.
Have you been in touch with Andy Roy?
He texted me yesterday.
He's the best. Dude.
Yeah, and Andy and my brother skate for the same team, and he was one of my favorite skaters, or is one of my favorite skaters, and yeah, I love him. He's
I
so
was
rad.
telling you before that, seeing on your Instagram, like, you know, like the production value that's emerging.
It's coming along.
Like,
It's getting there.
It's really rad with the subtitles and. you
Yeah,
know,
we're getting there. So there, yeah,
It's
there's
an exciting time to
it's
be
really
a fan
fun.
of Chris Pontius.
yeah, there's thank you, and there's a lot of stuff to come. We're working on now, and then we're filming like so. I don't care about I don't care about making $1 million, whatever it be. I don't mind it, but I just want to have fun and put rad stuff into the world, and that's
Right.
what I think motivates all of us.
When we're on the road together, we'll be hiking.
Yeah, we'll be
Constantly.
hiking, getting fit.
We'll be hiking. We'll be performing, doing rad shows together.
Yep. Wanna feel my muscle?
Wow, dude.
Who's got bigger muscles, dude?
Dude, I can't. I'm nowhere near that, dude. I got nothing.
You're strong though, but you're more of a slender,
Yeah, I'm more of a cardio
gazelle
guy.
of a man.
Yeah, I'm cardio.
Yeah, an Impala.
Oh my God. Can someone help me? Is this the third time we've had Pontius on the
I was
show,
gonna
or the
ask
fourth?
that. I think it's the
Third.
third.
Third on your show, yeah.
Is it the I wouldn't be surprised if it's the fourth.
No, you've been on my show once.
No, we've never had over 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that was during that
Yeah.
pandemic, and I had that crazy beard.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have been surprised if it was the fourth, and I wouldn't have cared. I'd be happy to have Pontius on the fourth episode, and I think that this has been the best.
Oh, thank you. It's been awesome. It's really fun talking with you
It's
guys.
been the best one, and dude, we're in our 50s over here, babe. I mean,
You know-
dude, it's insane. We're in our 50s.
There's a
When I say that, it doesn't like compute.
No, it doesn't. I've heard a lot of people worrying about like getting old, and that you can waste a lot of time worrying about aging. Like
Yeah,
you can,
oh, dude,
and
I do. I do.
To me, it's like a long time ago I realized there's really only two ages. You're either alive or you're dead. That's all that matters.
Wow, dude, I like that. What
true.
did 50 Cent? There's a quote somebody sent me from 50 Cent's book that your age is not about the year you were born; it's about your approach to the year that you're in.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's very good because I think a lot of people make the mistake of trying to be, in a time of life that they're not.
Yeah.
I think we can all think of people.
Well, when you guys were like
We know
20,
like that.
teens and 20s, were there like 50-year-old people skating? Or wasn't seen too much?
I mean, that's a little bit kind of like when we
But it's
were
a new
that age.
it's
There
kind of
weren't
a new
rock
sport.
stars. There were no rock stars that were 80 years old when we were in our teens.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was still new. Too
Like
new.
Jerry Garcia was like
Yeah.
50,
At the
and that
time,
was like
when we were,
ancient.
when we were kids, no one knew how long you could skate for because skateboarding was too young. Like,
That's good.
That's
point.
true too.
So now we're seeing like Cab and Lance Mountain and all these guys ripping like it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think you shouldn't try to be 20 when you're not. Also, like, have fun, but just you got to embrace where you are in life, or just like with anything, like, like we were talking about being a dad, like don't try to be like a high school kid when you're a fucking dad. Like, be a dad.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'll agree with all of that to an extent, but just because you grow old doesn't mean you have to grow up.
No, you should never grow up. Don't buy into it. Don't ever buy into that.
And dude, Father Time's gonna get every last one of us, but not before I kick him right in the dick.
Here.
Yeah, dude. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah. Totally.
And once again, everybody, if you're in California, get ready to be happy because the WBs are coming to Anaheim, the city national grove of Anaheim. We're going to the Balboa Theater on October 6th in San Diego. Thousand Oaks, California, October 8th. Going to Fresno, California, October 9th. Going to Bakersfield, California on October 10th. Are you going to San Jose?
That's, I just know I'm going to those dates.
Okay.
At the moment.
If you go to San Jose, you might as well go to Santa Rosa.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be unbelievable. Be a subscriber to the Pontius Show. The Pontius Show is Chris's podcast with his wife May. It's been largely people within the Jackass universe. So fans of Jackass just losing their minds. They love it so much.
It's actually pretty funny.
And
please check it out. And we have lots of fun stuff coming out. Lots of fun stuff.
And with the non-podcast like content that really just gets into a higher level of production value. It's more edited. It's more produced.
Yeah.
And it's higher quality, one might argue. And we're just gonna be cranking out content. I almost texted you today that I want to make for my channel, just like we did the WWE reaction video where we reacted to the MAGA beating us up. I want to make a reaction video, you and I reacting to the whole Gumball Rally episode.
Oh my god, that will be interesting.
I mean, we'll watch the whole thing. We'll film ourselves watching the whole thing.
God, I could easily say things right now, but I don't want to blow my load. Like, some immediate thoughts come to mind.
We blew many loads. That's okay. You can blow a load because then you can blow a load again and again and again, just like when we were on Gumball Rally. Yeah, and dude, like if you take that Gumball Rally episode, which was 44 minutes,
Jeez, that was
and then condense it down to like a 10-minute YouTube video where we just zero in on like the greatest parts and like filling in like the juicy
stories.
Oh my god!
Should do that on the RV. Paul will be there.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll do that. We'll do that while we're on the road.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, dude. I love you so much.
I love you too. Thanks for having me.
Dude,
I had a question for you, but maybe I should save it for the next time.
Okay, go for it.
Have you ever had a guest on the show that you just didn't get along with, and you, like during the show, like I was thinking how much fun we were having talking, and I was like, does this ever not go so well?
Maybe on Zoom it may have happened, but not in person.
Like, I mean, it wouldn't be a good idea to disparage guests that we've had. For the most part, I think everything's been pretty good.
Yeah, you've never had to pull anything out of the fire like in an
No one's ever
awkward
trying to
moment.
grab you while you're filming, like.
No.
All right. This doesn't have to be in the show, but I had to ask.
It's okay to we'll leave it in.
All right.
We'll leave it in. And everybody will see you in California on the road.
Yes.
I've got my dates through the rest of the year. So if you're not in California, don't even trip because I'm sure I'm coming your way.
You're going all over the place.
Yeah, dude. I'm not messing around, dude.
Chattanooga. You'll see Roger.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Roger Allen Wade. So find the tour dates at steveo.com. Find the Chris Pontius Show on YouTube and everywhere else. And get ready to have your ass standard procedure. I have so much content. It's going to drive you wild.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
I fucking love it. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the universe, I bring to you a British piece of ass. A guy who's absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, we're seeing him everywhere. Dubbed the mentor of Ozzy by Ozzy.
Mental.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, we got YUNGBLUD.
Thank you for having me, Steve. Man.
Bro.
I'm really excited.
Dude, but like, am I correct that we reached out to you like
20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
About that. That's a good vibe, man. That's when the magic happens.
Yeah, well, I actually reached out to his team because we have a mutual friend,
Who?
Tara Yummy.
Oh, do it?
Yeah.
Oh, you know Sarah, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's crazy.
She's the best. She's the best.
She's
So
nice.
I was like, yo, Tara, what are the chances you can link us? Because I pitched it to Steve.
I was super into it.
I love it, man.
So I
Do you
tried
know
to
what?
Tara.
I got to venues today, and I was just I'm a bit hungover because we had a bit of a mad
Yeah.
night last night. And I got into the venue, and me tour manager comes in. He's like, "Yo, Steve-O, wants to have you on his show." I'm like, "Does he live in Salt Lake City?" And they're like, "No." He's like, "It's around the corner." And I'm like, "All right, fucking great." And I love how I love it when a plan comes together, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all
Dude.
just happened to be in the same city at the same time.
Yeah,
All three
I
of
love
us.
it.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm on my Crash and Burn tour. What's the name of your tour?
The Idols tour.
Idols tour, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
So
And-
sick, man. It's mad here. Salt Lake City's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're hitting it pretty hard.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Honestly, I can't believe it.
You've just come from Japan.
From Japan, yeah, from Osaka.
How many shows in Japan?
2 shows in Japan. I was in Japan for 3 days.
What I want to know about Japan is
Yeah.
because I saw a video where Japan wasn't allowing like the crowd to mosh or
Yeah.
something, but you were just on stage saying "fuck it."
No,
like-
basically, that video was after COVID, right?
Okay.
We went over after COVID, and they were really concerned about
Right.
people moshing
Yeah.
and like breathing air on each other. I'm like, well, why are you throwing a concert? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this radio host went on stage and was talking in Japanese, and he was basically saying like, I'm really extremely worried about this next performer. Whatever he tells you to do, you better not mosh or shout on stage. And I didn't know what he was fucking saying. And he's like, I'm saying to the band, I'm like, fuck me, he's really talking us up here. We better go on and fucking nail it. But what he was saying was, he was like, it's illegal right now to do this shit. So I didn't know he said that. So I just run on. I'm like, all right, motherfuckers, let's fucking go. And you could feel at first they were a little bit skeptical. But you know when you've told a child their whole life they're not allowed to do something,
Yeah.
and then you kind of fucking egg them on and they just go feral. That's what happened then. It was epic.
You know, it's
I
hard
loved it.
not to hear like Ozzy in like the way that you speak.
Oh, really?
A little bit.
It's probably because we're from like similar parts of the world, isn't it?
Right.
We're-
Yeah, like you've got like a real, like it's a real Ozzy
Yeah.
vibe, and that seems like it's crazy. How did the relationship with Ozzy come about?
It was weird. It was weird because I was shooting a video for a song called "The Funeral," and I was like, my bucket list was to like do something with Sharon and Ozzy. But I've known Kelly for years, right? Kelly like would just be like at the shows, and we'd like, I think we're kind of kindred spirits. We're a little bit naughty, you know what I mean? So every time I was in LA, we'd just go out and be fucking naughty. So I text Kelly, I was like, yo, do you want to come and be in my music video? And she was like, oh, I can't, I'm on tour with Slipknot, because obviously she's with Sid from Slipknot.
Yep.
But my mum and dad are around. I was like, shut up. So then they linked us with Sharon, and then they pulled up, and honestly, man, they were so fucking nice. You know, like when people say, don't meet your heroes, and Ozzy, for me, my whole life has always been my North Star, because
sure.
I've just been like mental. You know what I mean? I've been crazy and fucking out there. And he was accepted for his madness, and he was loved for his madness. So I think a lot of people would ridicule me. So I turned to him for fucking vibes. All right, babe, come on. And I was like, and I just fucking loved him. And then when he first turned up on set, his rider was a French baguette, salami, and ginger beer, and he fucking made me a salami sandwich first time I met him, and then we just became really close. And I don't know, man. I loved him. I love him. I love him. And then we got to know each other. And then he passed, which has just been the worst fucking couple of weeks ever.
Yeah.
That was 2022 when you shot that video.
Yeah, 2022. And it was because I had an idea. I basically was like, I want Sharon and Ozzy to hit me with a car. And then Ozzy goes, what the fuck was that? And she goes, just some fucking poser. And and they did it. They did it. They were so down to do it. Hello, you cheeky motherfucker.
Yeah, Moon Pie, you're being very, very rude.
Now she's into it, man. The birds love me, man. Especially American birds. I'm into her. He bites as well. The American girls bite.
For sure.
Yeah.
Did Ozzy give you any sort of advice as far as the rock and roll
What he
world?
said to me was, Go on, Moon Pie, get down. Go on, love you, bro. He said to me, the most beautiful thing he ever said to me was, never compromise, they'll get it later. And you know when it sounds like such a passive statement that, but I think when you really kind of sit on that for a while, a lot of people always had an issue with kind of my, she's back. A lot of people always had an issue with my energy. You know what I mean? And people would think I'm too nuts. And I think when someone's crazy, people find it hard to believe that I'm actually like this all the fucking time. And I think when after like kind of kicking it with Sharon and that, she said he saw a little bit of himself in me. I think not because we make the same music, just because we're fucking a bit nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're fucking crazy. And then and then ever since we became really close. And I don't know, man. I think like when you have loved someone your whole life and then you get to know them and they are, I don't know, like pure and beautiful and exactly what you wanted, but even more. It's fucking cool, man.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm buddies with Billy Morrison.
Oh
who's,
yeah, man. Billy's a good guy, man. He's he's a good guy.
He plays guitar for Billy Idol, and he's got a show on Ozzy's Boneyard.
Yeah.
On Sirius XM. Just dear friends with Ozzy.
Yeah, no, he's a geezer. I saw Billy a couple of weeks ago. I never met him until a couple of weeks ago, but he's got that fucking accent, ain't he? Where he speaks like, oh, I'm Billy fucking Morrison, you know, fucking the mumblers. You know what I mean? A proper mumbling accent.
Yeah.
So I always feel like kind of a creep when I'm like researching people to do a show with them, but I mean whatever. Like I'm looking at your interviews, and I saw something where you said that if you feel something's wrong, you're gonna say that you think it's wrong, and if you feel somebody's wrong, you're gonna say you think somebody's
Yeah.
Yeah, so has that gotten you in trouble?
Sometimes. The thing for me is I'm unfiltered, so I don't really think about it. You know, if someone asks me something, I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. And it does get me in trouble. I think, like, instincts, I'm quite bad at, like, censoring my fucking instinct. So, like, I'll get my arse out and shit in the wrong kind of situations, or, like, fucking just go a bit mental on stage, you know what I mean? I think in 2021, after the pandemic, I got a little bit cancelled online because I've always like spat beer in the crowd and shit, you know what I mean? Like, which you just do at a rock gig. But I think everyone was so fucking uptight. I
can see that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everyone got so fucking uptight, didn't they, after COVID and shit? And I just think like within my life, I've never been very good at censoring myself. So yeah, I've been in trouble a couple of times.
I looked up. I asked ChatGPT, "Does YUNGBLUD have a criminal record?"
Nothing. I think
That's
I'm
a great question.
I think I'm squeaky clean. What did ChatGPT say?
It said that there is no record of you being in trouble with the law. The two closest things that they had. This is fantastic. You had a
Can't wait to hear this.
A spontaneous, unannounced performance in the library at
in Dallas.
At a university,
In Dallas.
Southern Methodist University.
Yeah, I did.
in Dallas.
Yeah.
Why would you have an impromptu?
I don't fucking know. We were bored. We were like touring in a van, and we were like, oh, let's make some waves in America, man. I don't fucking know.
I mean, it's pretty radical.
Yeah.
Libraries are notorious.
Yeah, no joke,
You're
right?
supposed to be very quiet in a
Yeah, it's like
library.
a Methodist church university, so obviously we come in looking like we crawled out of Satan's arsehole. Yeah. You know what I mean? And walk into the fucking thing. Me mate's got a snare drum, and we've got these little Marshall things. I don't know why we thought that would be a good idea, but it was no joke shit. Cause you're hitting that thing and the snare sounds like a fucking gunshot or some shit. So then the old people were just like, what the fuck's going on? Loved it and like started like mosh pitting in the library in Dallas.
The old people?
No, the old people. The fucking librarian, she did not like me. She was like stood there like, what the fuck is this? Like cracking up like, remember that fucking bird, Roz from Monsters Inc.?
Yeah.
You know the fucking wank was Owsley. Hey, was Owsley.
For sure.
Fully librarian like that. We start sprinting out. She's like, I'm calling the cops on your ass. I'm like, all right, fucking shit. Running. Police pull us over. No joke, fucking some American shit. Like, guns and shit. I'm like, fucking hell, we fucked up here. And I get out, and I'm trying to be really English about it to see if it'll get me away. Like, hello, officer. How you fucking doing? Oliver Twist it, you know what I mean? To like make maybe like, oh, you're British, you don't know the law. Did not fucking work. He was like, right, like hand on the fucking vehicle. I'm like, all right. Frisked me, doing all the fucking business. I actually thought it was quite cool because I felt like I was in Beverly Hills Cop or some shit. I'm like that on the counter, and I was like, and then he was like, what do you think you're doing? I was like, we're just playing rock and roll music, man. Fucking lighting up your soul, man. Fucking speaking to your spirit, man. Fucking spreading the fucking word, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then he didn't like that either. And then I offered him tickets to the gig. He was like, that would be a gratuity, sir. I could arrest you on that charge. I was like, oh shit.
That'd be a bribe.
Yeah, it's fair. It would.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So what are we gonna do? And then he was like, are you a nice boy? I was like, this is fucking weird. Why would you ask me that? I was like, I think so. And he's like, will you do this again? I was like, no, I swear. But in my head, I was like, fuck yeah, I will. But then he let us go.
Yeah,
He
not
let
even
me free.
Not even a citation.
Not even a
Wow.
fucking ticket.
Yep. And the other example of you getting in trouble.
Yeah,
This
what?
one's pretty well
Yeah.
well documented. You hear about it a lot. You were suspended from school
Yeah.
for mooning your teacher.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
You were dared to moon your teacher.
Yeah,
is that
I mean,
right?
it's all schoolboy fun, innit? You know, I mean, I think, like, the problem was my teacher was a 66-year-old woman named Miss Amel. I don't know if she's still alive. If you are, I'm sorry, miss. I didn't mean. But my mate was like, you know what it's fucking like? You know what it's like. It's like, go on, do it. And you're just like, no, I shouldn't do that. And everyone's like, no, go on, do it. And then more people join in. It's like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. And it wasn't a quick one. It was a full-on, hey, arse up against the window.
And what grade was this?
I don't, fucking know. 10th grade.
Oh, so high school, yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
high
type of
school.
shit you
So
do in
I-
high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had hair on my arse and shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't like. And I remember running off or whatever, and then 2 hours later I was in chemistry, and the deputy head, because in England they use your second name. It's like some Harry Potter shit. Like Harrison, come out. And I'm like, oh fuck, I really fucked up here. So I was a bit naughty in school. I was cheeky, I wasn't naughty. And he takes me to his office, sits me down, cup of tea and everything. And he's like, you
He
understand?
offered you a cup of tea?
Yeah, proper like sit
Yeah,
down.
like
have a
you're in deep
shit now. Yeah,
so,
like
so have a cup of,
cup of fucking tea.
Yeah,
But while he was suspending me, he was laughing. He was just like, now listen, you can't, like fucking like laughing at me. I'm like, sir, I understand that it's like, and he's like, I understand that it's schoolboy fun, but if this was the real world, you could be arrested. And then he was laughing at me, but then he suspended me for a couple of days, and I remember I had a fucking flip phone. Remember them Sony Ericsson fucking
Sure.
Yeah.
flippers? And my mum called me 6 times. I just didn't want to fucking pick it up. And I pick up and she just goes, she's like, it's a 67-year-old woman. What were you thinking? And fucking starts screaming at me. I'm like, I didn't think it was that big a deal, but my mum didn't like it. But my dad started laughing with me at dinner, so.
How long were you suspended for?
3 days.
3 days.
It's all right.
I mean, it's kind of like, okay, so I don't have to go to school for 3 days.
Yeah, it was all right. Honestly, I think like in England, people like they dramatize shit like that, don't they? It's like, oh, he fucking showed
Then
his
I
arm.
suppose it could get you behind in your schoolwork. Maybe your grades would suffer. I mean, if you were,
Weirdly, I was quite good in school of like subjects that I liked. I was like naughty, but I could retain information, so I'd be like a fucking terror, but I get good grades.
Okay,
So,
that's
like,
sick.
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
That was not my case.
Really?
I
No.
saw that you hated math and science. But
Fucking
you liked,
hated it.
You
Hated
liked
it.
everything else.
Yeah, I just didn't like. I just was like, fuck. I was really bad at it, and it was just like, but you know, I still have nightmares now that I'm waking up and it's my maths exam tomorrow, and I wake up, I'm like, oh fuck, thank fuck, I'm on a tour bus.
Back in high school, were you making music
Yeah.
in those days? Yeah.
You know, I love my music teacher because she'd find me in the music centre during maths. And I'm like, miss, don't tell. And she'd just be like, I didn't see anything. I was like, yes. 100%.
Yeah.
But I mean, you grew up with.
Yeah, I
with
grew up in a
music,
guitar
like-
shop.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
my old
so-
man and my granddad had a family business guitar shop. So, like, I fucking loved it. Honestly, when I think of rock music, I think of like amp wire, soldering irons. You know what I mean, for fucking soldering shit. Tolex, glue, lager, and fucking just some like rock and roll playing. That's what I grew up on. It was sick. Like they used to put me in fucking boxes and throw me down the stairs and shit.
The first track that you ever released,
Yeah.
King Charles.
King Charles, yeah.
And that was released in 2017.
That was, yeah. Wow,
So-
you did your research.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was fascinated by that because, like, clearly, Charles was not yet king
No.
in 2017.
No.
So what? Walk me through that. Like,
It was like, to be honest, I was getting pretty fucking historic with it. I think like it was all based around Brexit and kind of a kick against the establishment in terms of back in the day, like there was an old King Charles, a Stuart King Charles, and then there was going to be obviously King Charles now. And notoriously, the Stuart King Charles took a load of money to fund unnecessary hate and war. And I was just a bit like, there was a correlation between that and Brexit. Because I just started, as YUNGBLUD kind of came out of my head as an artist thing, I was like, me and my mates felt really unrepresented. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, it was the first moment where I had an opportunity to vote, and it was like really, like a lot of young people felt cheated and silenced because the government lied, you know what I mean?
well, right. I mean, that song was distinctly like a super anti-establishment protest song.
Yeah, it was.
Like crying out against wealth inequality.
100%.
Like
In the UK especially, yeah.
disenchanted youth.
Yeah, and just kind of, my vibe was like they were printing lies on buses to get people to vote, and then we voted out of Europe, and on the day they're on TV and everyone's like, but you lied, and they're like, well, yeah, we did, but, and it's just kind of, it was so infuriating for me and my friends. I just didn't think there was music representing
Yeah.
this anger within young people, or even fucking any sort of shit that me and my friends were talking about. You know what I mean? A lot of my friends were fucking like queer and struggling with that, and just kind of young ideas. I was talking to Steve Jones from the Sex Pistols.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I know him.
you know what I mean? Like, and he was like, it's so similar how generationally the gigs are the same and the anger's the same, but now it's a lot more about love. You know what I mean? Like the movement, the wave of anger is a lot more about wanting to be loved and wanting to be accepted for loving who you want or loving yourself. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it was a little bit more like fuck everyone. Whereas it's a bit more like fuck you in the name of love now.
Huh.
You know what I mean? It was a weird, interesting point that he said.
It's
It's,
an
like, it's all about
interesting
love,
take.
innit? And I was like, oh, cool.
I wonder.
Go on.
I just wonder. Like, I think it's great that generationally, like, you know, this Sex Pistols, you know, punk,
Obsessed.
there is a lot of the same, like, angry at the same stuff, like, angry at, I think there was plenty of love back then, too. I mean,
I agree. I think what he meant by it is it was less accepted. You know what I'm saying? I think it was more like there was more of a big fucking cultural divide. Like if you were in a same-sex relationship, you'd be fucking like 5 years before you could have been chucked in jail. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
wow.
Kind of shit like that. And now it's a lot more like a little bit more celebratory and a little bit more like kind of accepted. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's what he meant by it. I was like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I think fucking Steve Jones, the
He's
Sex
the
Pistols,
fucking
is the
man,
best.
yeah. He's the man.
Absolutely. In the beginning with your music, it was so like political. Like you would talk about how I saw you talking about how you know, artists that you really admired were changing culture as well as music.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and you really wanted music to speak to cultural change.
100%.
And it was very political.
Yeah.
Like political protesting, and you know, when you're kind of speaking out against like wealth inequality, I can't help but I mean it's something that I relate to is you know, when you want so much for there to be equality, but like you're in such a privileged position where you've really like become successful, like how do you reconcile like that whole kind of attitude, that cultural movement, like when your first music was like crying out for like equality, like against wealth inequality, and then you become super wealthy.
Yeah, it's a fucked up thing. But I think with me, my vibe was, as everything got bigger, I would want everything to feel closer and smaller. That's why we set up the festival, and why we set up like the fan club, and why we set up like a load of shit like that, where it was just like, as you get more of a platform and power, you can change more shit, and you can actually make more of a difference. 'Cause it's so easy to be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and not change anything at all. When you get into a position of, I don't know, fucking more wealth and more power and more fucking influence. I remember I was just like, I was in America and I was like, these tickets prices are fucked up. I was like, this is insane. I was like, I remember there was like tiered seating, and the venue was sold out on the floor and sold out in the seats, and this whole strip in the fucking middle, it was just dead every night, and there was like 400 kids, 500 kids trying to get in outside.
With the strip in the middle?
Yeah, like the tiered fucking, like, sponsored seats and shit, you know what I mean?
So those are the most expensive?
Yeah, in the fucking house.
That seems weird that the tier in the middle would be
so
the most
weird.
expensive.
I was like, it's so fucking weird, and I was like, this is bullshit. So I remember, I think, like, that's where I started the festival, because it is like that, man. I think, like, when you kind of, it's so easy to kind of get caught up in your own bullshit when you get a little bit bigger, and I think, like, we've always been about just, I relinquished the pedestal. I fucking hate it. I actually don't like it. I don't like award shows and shit. Like, why the fuck do you want to talk about, like, thanks for this, I'm so fucking grateful for this fucking shite, you know what I mean?
So if you get nominated for an award,
I normally dedicate it to the community, because it's more of a, I think it's more my vibe.
So you will accept an award, but you're gonna
on the bar for the community.
Yeah.
Like, first award I got, I melted it down and turned it into safety pins.
Nice.
For the fucking kids, because I was like, it's gonna look cooler on you, or like, it's cooler to wear as a pin, innit?
Seems like you could make it into guitar picks. That'd be pretty
You know
cool
what I'm saying?
too.
Like, you imagine, like, instead of like having it in your fucking toilet by having a piss, like, as long as there's
That's
like
a great
kids
idea.
outside in the line. So that was,
Yeah.
I remember we got an MTV EMA, and I was like, right, I'm gonna melt it into safety
What's an
pins.
EMA?
European music.
Gotcha.
It's like a VMA, but European.
I love that whole mentality. Tell me about the music festival.
It was just like, I remember, I think it came really, a lot of inspiration came from Sharon as well. I remember I was talking, and I was like, fuck, man, like, a lot of music promoters weren't taking me seriously, I don't think. You know what I mean? And I was like, fuck, like, I've really got a lot to offer with this show. I really think we can do a real cool thing with it. And then I was also talking to her about the fucking price of tickets in America, and I was like, this is bullshit that it's like, some pop stars are charging like $270 for a fucking gig.
more than that.
More than that. I'm like, it's fucking sickening.
Yeah, go to a Beyonce concert, you're paying like $700.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that. Honestly, like, I don't want me to bag on other artists, but I think that's fucking bullshit. Like, fuck you. You're charging over fucking 100 quid, 250 quid, fuck you. I think. Because my vibe...
I agree.
My vibe
agree
is
too.
like, it's like, I always wanted to set it up in terms of like my communication with my community, where it's like, right, if I've got to charge 100 quid on this tour because I'm going to put more fire or more fucking... Or I'm like booking The Cure for the festival. Obviously, I've got to pay them right because of the fucking Cure. So, as long as I can have a conversation about it, what pisses me off is artists like, oh, sorry, man, like, my promoters are dictating it. I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah.
As a fucking artist, I know, we all fucking know what we're charging for the show.
For sure. And ultimately, the artist has final say.
100%.
Right? Yeah.
100%. So I was just like, I want to start a festival where it's a little bit more representative of like my community of peers, and just do something fucking different. That, again, like, I was like 65 quid, 15 bands, 1 day out, because then at least like you can go there and buy a t-shirt and fucking have a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going there like skin, because you got to think like 65 quid. It's going to cost you 100 quid for gas money. You're going to want to spend... It's already a 400 quid day out
merch,
with your family
food,
and shit.
yeah.
If the ticket was there, it'd be a fucking grand day out. And I'm like, that's just like not representative of the world that we're living in right now. Genuinely, you know what I mean? Just like not. So we were like, oh, and imagine if we could tour this, and it just became like a real no bullshit.
What's the name of the festival?
Bloodfest.
Bloodfest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
And how many years has it been on?
2 years now.
And now, compared the first year compared to the second year,
Wild. It was like twice as big second
twice
year.
as big. Wow.
And obviously the thing about it is like first year, everyone wants you to fucking fail because I don't think any promoters wanted us to succeed because we're like of the messaging behind it. Do you know what I mean? So everyone's like, we hope this crash and burns because we're gonna, if it works, then I can say like, all right, fuckers, I'm holding you accountable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So then it was amazing, and then the second year we had twice as many people, and it was like a lot more
And
organised.
this is only going to be in the UK.
No, I want to take it worldwide.
Okay,
My
that's
dream
sick.
would be, my vibe would be, imagine like a Bloodfest world tour. Where it's like 5 of my favourite bands. You should do a comedy set.
Yeah.
That would be so lit. That would be fucking great. Do you know what I mean? Like like I'm talking like circus chain of crazy fuckers
Yeah.
going all over the world and just kind of doing something for like the people, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
that's
think 'cause if
sick.
you think about like as a business model, right? Like when you look at it as one part, people just get fucking greedy. Because I know what they do. They're like $10 here, $15 there, $20 there, and they just kind of add it in to fluff out the sides, and then it all comes out. Oh, fucking hell, tickets are $270. What you can do is I didn't make any money off the music. I paid my artists fairly. I paid the artists who were performing there what they're worth. You know what I mean? But then I own a bit of the bar, I own a bit of the merch, and that's where kind of the business and the profitable side and how we can keep it going for the next 10 fucking years is where we win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you think about it like that, if you think about it as like one part, as opposed to like 6 parts of money.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you were in the green in the first festival.
We weren't. We lost in the first one, but then
Lost.
we came in the green on the second one,
Yeah.
which is unbelievable. And that's like a prospect to the fans because I think like what's beautiful about my community is we communicate. I'm not on a pedestal going like, right, that's it. They're like, oh my God, he made these accessible for us. So do you know what? I think I'm gonna buy 2 t-shirts instead of 1 because then we can keep the festival going.
Yeah.
And that's when it becomes like that. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? It's just like right. I think that's the way it should be between artists and people. That's the way it fucking used to be. It used to be a bit like, if you want to come see my show, I'm gonna love you, and you're gonna we're gonna be thankful that you're paying to see us, and then you're gonna love us because you fucking like our music, and then everyone else gets involved. It's like a little bullshit. That's like, no.
Yeah, and the love really shows on camera too, because every clip I see, everything I see online, it's very transparent how like your fans love you so much and you love them just
I
as
fucking
much
do
back.
love them, man. Like they gave me a purpose, man. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I was telling you right when we met that the thousands of people lined around through the streets waiting to get into your show tonight.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
It's proper misfits.
Yeah, man.
You can tell,
Yeah.
like these are,
Yeah.
a lot of, a lot of artists talk about like appealing to people who don't fit in.
For sure.
You've got Jelly Roll and Post Malone like singing to the losers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like I'm looking at your fans lined through the streets. They don't fit in, bro.
I love him. I love him. And that's honestly, it became beautiful how they made that happen. You know what I mean? I think I was always a bit of a loner and a bit, as I said earlier, like a bit fucking mad. And that's why I fell in love with Ozzy and I fell in love with John Lydon and I fell in love with that character of kind of non-conformity and fucking individuality and Bowie. You know what I mean? I fucking loved Bowie. And then to be able to kind of you never know what the fuck you're gonna do. Like same shit with you. Like you put what you want to do into the world, and then the world dictates what you really are back. You know what I mean? You can have an idea of what you think you are, but then the world shows you what you fucking are. Do you know what I mean? And it's beautiful how people have found like fucking identity and fucking bollocks to be who they are through this movement, and it's fucking wild, you know. And I think that, especially in America, like I could not be more thankful to the Ozman because I think he really shone a light for millions of people to see into this community. It was wild.
I think right now, like you are having this explosive like moment, this meteoric rise in
Fucking
popularity.
mental, innit?
I think Ozzy's got a lot to do with how much.
No, I really do. I think the most beautiful thing about him and that family is that they always supported artists. Like you look at fucking Pantera and Slipknot and fucking Korn and everyone who was on Ozfest who were like baby bands and like from '85 to 2010 or whatever, they would support artists that they loved and liked. And I think it was I think sometimes it was hard for me because I think an older generation didn't necessarily believe me, because nowadays there's no fucking mystery whatsoever in being an artist. You've got to be on your phone. You have to fucking do the shit. Like in the fucking 80s and 90s, you just turned up, looked cool, and fucking did what you wanted. Someone would photograph it, it'd be in a magazine, and you know what I mean? You kind of didn't even have to say anything. You just could do what you know what I mean?
There was a lot more mystery around
Yeah,
artists.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And I think that's why an older generation, especially in the rock community, had a problem with me, because it appears inauthentic, because you see behind the fucking lens. You see me scratching me fucking bollocks in my underwear. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? There's no sense of like imagination. It's all, hello, I had a fucking great show today, to try and keep up with the fucking bullshit that's on the internet all the time, innit? So what I was really grateful for is, I think when we played the Back to the Beginning show, for the first time, I think an older generation had something in common with me for the first time. And that was that we fucking loved Black Sabbath and we loved Ozzy Osbourne, and I love rock music. So I think people went, oh, this guy likes rock music. Why the fuck have we been hating on him?
I mean,
I
talent speaks for itself too, bro. Yeah, you know, that changes. When you did Changes, that was fucking something special.
Well, right, and you perform Changes every night, no matter what.
I have to now. I think.
I love that.
As I say, like, I think, like, that was a moment that I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life.
For sure.
Really, kind of.
Were you not performing that song before, Back to the Beginning?
I played it. I basically, I got the call and I thought they're gonna ask me to do The Wizard or some shit, or like fucking Nib. You know what I mean? I'm like, fucking go crazy, fucking rock and roll it. But then they're like, they want you to do Changes, and I was like, fuck. Piano, 45,000 people, live stream, no fucking band, you got nowhere to hide. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, shit. But obviously, it's one of the best Sabbath songs. You know what I mean?
Favorite.
Like, it's same really. I'm like,
it's not even a Sabbath song, though, is it? It's
no,
not.
it is.
Yeah,
Because then a guy
Oh.
covered it. A guy covered it. It is a Sabbath song, promise you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Tony, Geezer, and then, so basically Tony, I heard the story that Geezer didn't know that Tony could even play piano, right? Tony sits down at the fucking piano, da-da-da-da-dum, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, and apparently they were fucking on a massive come down from God knows what the night before. And then Ozzy starts singing the words, and what was beautiful about Ozzy and Geezer Butler's relationship was Ozzy would sing phoneticals like, I'm in no dad, I lost the best chicken in my fucking bag. And Geezer would be like, pick out words and fill in the gaps lyrically for Ozzy.
Wow.
So that was what was fucking amazing about Sabbath. They would all very much like write the shit as a unit together. So like doing that was just like insane, and when you get to kind of walk out and honor your hero like that, it was the first moment in my life I've ever sung or kind of formulated the ability to sing to one person. Because I'm riddled with ADHD, right? And when there's like 15,000 people at a gig, you kind of just like, wow, fucking hell, look, there's a cat, and there's a sign, and there's a pair of boobs, and there's someone laughing, and there's someone, you know what I mean, or whatever. You're just like, bing, 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 bing. But I think, like, weirdly, I just got to go and say thank you to a person that had saved my life more times than I could fucking ever imagine.
Yeah.
So I think I locked in to a new zone, and everyone's like, that performance, and I was like, when I came off, I was like,
For
the
sure.
fuck, do you know what I mean? And I think what was sick is that bit at the end when I got everyone to sing it with me. I had that idea on the third verse, and I was like, I want him to hear them backstage, because I knew he would. I knew he would be nervous because it's his last gig, and I knew he was kind of going to be in the chair and kind of. It was nerve wracking. It's not like the guy's fighting. Fucking Parkinson's. You know what I mean? So I was like, in my head, I was like, I want them to fucking hear him. I want him to hear them. I want to hear the roar of the stadium, to give him like a, all right, tonight's going to be amazing kind of feeling.
How many people were at that show?
45,000.
Wow.
And then I think probably like 2 million watching at home.
Yeah. And
Did Ozzy say anything to you when you got off stage?
So I had to go to a headline gig in Belgium that night. I had a headline festival in Belgium. So I got off stage at 4, got on a jet and landed in Belgium. But he said we started texting after it, and then I went to the Bahamas and I heard that he wasn't well, and I texted him from Bahamas, being like, I hope you're all right, Oz. And 2 days later, I had 50 missed calls on my phone. I was like, what the fuck? And then he wasn't here anymore. And I just think it was like, I just feel indebted, and I've got to sing that song for the rest of my life, every night, just because I owe that. I don't know why. I'm just fucking forever. You know what I'm saying? I think it just feels right. So I said that on the internet. I was like, you know what? You gave me something, and no, let alone you gave me hope through my fucking life and as a fan and as a music fan, but you literally gave me, I don't know, a magic wand when you let me do that. So I'm like, and then you left us.
yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
That's pretty sick. Dude.
It's just mad, isn't it?
Do you look at it as a way as maybe Ozzy passing the torch down?
People are saying that. I don't know. I just love him, and
Yeah.
I'm grateful to that family and to her and him, and especially her as well. Like, she is just fucking the boss.
Yeah.
yeah,
She's old, man.
big time.
She's the boss. You know what I mean? And she just, I don't know. I just think anyone who supports artists and loves people like that. It's so easy to be selfish in this fucking career, out of insecurity, ego. And especially in rock music, the problem why rock music's been asleep for a while is a lot of rock musicians are like this. No one wants to collaborate. No one wants to go on tours with each other. No one wants to, rappers have been winning for fucking 10 years because everyone's featuring each other's shit and doing. But in the past 2 years, rock has started to be more, let's fucking have it.
But why do you
what I
think
mean?
that is, though? The rockers
know.
not wanting to collab.
I don't fucking know. I just think everyone's a bit too muso about it. You know
It's
what I mean?
interesting because I was seeing that the internet is really speculating over why there's not been recent MGK YUNGBLUD collabs. Oh, what's going on? There's the internet seems to be divided.
Yeah.
Some people think
We kind of just started making different art. I think we just went in different avenues. I think, do you know what? Early in the day, that he was really supportive of me. You know what I'm saying? Really young.
Sure.
And I love him for that. You know what I'm saying? He really fucking supported me. And another guy who is misjudged, in my opinion. All that motherfucker wants to do is just please his community.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I find intellectualizing art really fucking strange, because let people do what they fucking want, you know what I mean? And then I think with me and him artistically, I think we just we came together for a moment that was really way bigger than we expected it to get. You know what I'm saying? I think when we wrote that song in 20 minutes. I came round to his house and we wrote that song in 20 minutes, and then it became 4 times platinum and just fucking reignited a whole idea. And we're like, shit. And I was, you know what I'm saying? For me, I was never really a pop punk kid. I was into Britpop. That wasn't, you know what I mean? That wasn't from my side of the world at all.
So just so you know, I specifically asked ChatGPT.
Go on, I love it.
I mean, it was a rhetorical question, but I asked specifically, is YUNGBLUD punk, pop, hip hop, or rock? And
What did it say?
it said, great question. He is deliberately all of the above.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's the vibe. I always say I'm spherical, but I think what's beautiful about now is, I think since 19 years old, everyone's been telling me I remember trying to fucking start a band or trying to get signed or any fucking thing. Everyone was always like, yeah, rock. No, rock. Twist rock. Put beats on rock. Turn the guitars down. Whereas I think what's been beautiful about this album cycle is I feel like I'm 10 in my dad's guitar shop again. You know what I mean? It's Marshalls, loud. Drums, loud. 9-minute songs, fuck it. You know what I mean? I feel like you have to get to a place that, I think it was like hitting 27 when I'm like, all right, I fucked about with everything now. I think I'm just want to make rock forever. I mean, maybe I won't, but whatever the fuck. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I went back to my fundamentals as a fucking 2-year-old to fucking 13.
Yeah.
Before you start, because when you get into music, you're like, you don't fucking, when you're 17, 18, 19, 20, you don't have a fucking clue what you're doing, just throwing shit at the wall and just being like, yeah, fuck it, like, cool. People like, listen to this, cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I think when you hit 27, you can consider, I think, a little bit more what you're doing.
So right now you're 27 years old.
28.
28. Okay.
Fucking last week.
Nice. Happy birthday.
Thanks. I made it
Sick.
through the 27 club.
That's
thank
right.
fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, now here's perhaps what I think is the most like fascinating, call it trivia.
Go on.
You released your first song, King Charles, when you were 19.
Yeah.
However, it was a song that you wrote when you were 17.
Yes, I did.
The Emperor.
Yeah.
You wrote this when you were 17.
Yeah, I did.
So, okay, I'm trying to figure out the math here. That's like 2015.
Yes.
You wrote The Emperor.
Yeah.
King Charles didn't come out until 2017. So 2 years before you release your first track, you write this song that goes on to become the anthem of college football,
I mean, what
for
the fuck?
ESPN. Did you know this?
I did not know this.
Okay, like ESPN.
And they made me change all the words to too naughty. I remember the original fucking one was like, fuck life and fuck all this. And like, we love the song. But can it be more triumphant? I'm like, well, it's not triumphant. It's kind of a bit more like, fuck you.
Like rebellious.
How does this come about, and how is it that ESPN makes their ESPN college football anthem?
I got a Scooby-Doo, to be honest. I think someone in the sports department, Interscope, were like, they really like this song. I'm like, what? That song? I like. It's on like a Dropbox link.
And you hadn't like you wrote it when you were 17.
Yeah.
In 2015.
Yeah.
But you obviously didn't release it.
I just didn't put it. I forgot about it, and it was at the bottom of a Dropbox link. And I think some fucking one at Interscope in the sports department like, da-da-da-da-da-da. That kind of sounds sporty.
Wow.
Pitched it, and they fucking went for it.
How does it go? Because I'm trying to picture like watching.
Yeah, it was pretty like.
And this, you would consider that American football.
Well, no, but they did. I thought it was a little bit more like Chemical Brothers, Prodigy, kind of Kaiser Chiefs vibe.
Right.
I thought it was like English as fuck. And then you got like Tennessee fucking Moors like playing I Love That fucking Emperor song, man. Like,
It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
yo, you're that YUNGBLUD fella, ain't you? I'm like, in loves or some shit on the fucking highway. And he's like, I love that football song. I'm like,
That's
cool,
incredible.
man.
Yeah.
Like when I said you would consider that American football, meaning that like being British, football is soccer.
Yeah, football's football, but you call
Right.
it soccer.
Right. So being British,
Yeah.
like, what's your football club?
So, right, I support a small local team called Doncaster Rovers. And everyone's been trying to get me to support a big Premier League team so we can get like, so they can go to big stadiums and get a box. But my granddad used to take me to Donny Rovers since they were like this big. And we're in like League One. But we're doing well at the minute, I'm telling you. Fucking, we're going to do a Wrexham, go straight to the Premier League.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly.
Dude, now you could probably get all kinds of money
Yeah.
if you got behind one of these big
I
Premier
know, I
League
probably
teams.
could.
Yeah.
But I'm into me fucking club, aren't I?
Yeah, that's amazing. See,
Yeah,
that's
that's sick.
integrity right
Do you know
there.
what I mean? I was like, I'm into me fucking club, and I just, the problem is it's too late now. I can't become a fucking Arsenal fan or some shit, can I? Because it's like, everyone will be like, what a wanker.
Yeah, you're hopping on the bandwagon.
Now you can get yourself in trouble.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I wanna like you're so laid back, such like good laughs and everything, but like super serious
Yeah.
about advocacy for mental health.
Yeah, man.
And like with the changes like you released that song strictly for charity.
Yeah, strictly for charity.
And that's going to all of Ozzy's stuff.
That's going to Birmingham Children's Hospital, Acorns,
Parkinson's.
and Parkinson's charity.
right.
Yeah.
But prior to that,
Yeah.
you released a song called Breakdown,
yeah.
and that was purely for mental health.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff with the Mind charity, which I think Sound Mind in America, which was all about. I was having a really hard time. I think I was really lost. You know what I'm saying? I think the internet, growing up on the fucking internet is not easy. You know what I mean? I think when a lot of people have an opinion, the shit that I've been insecure about has come from comments on the internet that I didn't even know I was insecure about.
You're telling us.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck.
Do you look at comments on the
No,
internet?
I mean, I think what the story I'm about to tell you kind of healed me a lot, because I used to fucking read them and just like get cut up. And I think the problem is bullshit comments on the internet. If you're secure enough within yourself, they're funny. Like right now, I love reading fucking hate comments because I'm like, this is fucking, have you seen this fucker? How stupid is this? But when you have an internal battle that's not healed, or when you've got kind of wounds or scar tissue in your tummy that is not addressed or not healed, and you're not comfortable with yourself, it really ruins your day. You know what I'm saying? It really ruins your day. And I wrote that song called Breakdown, which kind of was about me having a breakdown and kind of trying to come to terms with the real world, because this is not the fucking, you know what I mean, real world. My vibe was, if you got an issue with me, you'll either call me up and fucking call me a cunt, or say it to me facing the street, and I'll probably respect you. That's why I like the French. Because fucking French, people say they're rude, I just think they're real. You know what I'm saying? It's like, can I have a cappuccino? No. I'm like, alright, fuck. Do you know what I mean? But then I put that song out, and there was a bit in the middle of it that what would really help me was like, I don't fucking know. I'd try and feel the air on my face, or the water going down my throat, or like touch a fucking tree or some shit. You know what I mean? I'd be like, there was a poem in the middle of it. It was like, don't forget to put your feet in the grass. Tell your mum that you love her. Say you clean up your act. Give money to the homeless man. Help him buy a bar. When you're buying your morning coffee, ask them how they are. Shit, I forgot it now. I ain't played that song in ages. But it was a poem in the middle. It was. I'm gonna try and find it because it's fucking pretty cool.
When was it that you put that out?
About 2 years ago, and it was really me trying to get back to myself. You know what I mean? Wait, where is it?
So that's it. You write songs in your notes app on your phone?
I do, yeah, but I can't find it. Fuck my ass. Wait. Honestly, I fucked it.
While you look for that.
Anyway, whatever, I fucked it.
I was interested in your tattoos.
Yeah?
I'm a big tattoo guy.
Oh, yeah? I can't fucking find it.
Yeah, you said that you got an elephant
On my
tattooed
ass,
on your
yeah.
ass because you were insecure. I was trying to put that together, like...
I just was like, I remember being in Spain at 16, and I just was like, I just wanted to get an elephant on my ass, because I was like, like, I always had problems with my body, right? I just never liked my body growing up. I just fucking didn't. I always had issues with it.
You like it now? Because
Yeah, because I've been fucking training on it. You know what
I mean, I was looking at you right when we met. I was like, wow, this guy's a real piece of ass.
Yeah, I was. Thanks, man. Thanks, babe. Fucking honey. I was like, I just kind of wanted to fuck with myself. I was like, what's a stupid fucking tattoo I can
Right.
get? To kind of, you know when you like play like tricks with yourself and like, right, insecurity, I'm going to make myself look more of a twat.
Okay, that makes sense now. I was trying to put it together. Did I see something that there was somebody who had, like a girl had a matching tattoo?
Matching elephant.
So you and a girl
Yeah, we got a
got
matching
together.
elephant, yeah.
But then she went and removed it afterwards.
No, she still got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then the internet lied about something.
Fucking telling you, man, ChatGPT, it's coming for us all.
And that's like a good laugh. You're like, oh, you know, like I'm gonna make
Yeah.
myself look more silly.
Yeah, I was just a bit like, it was a kind of a bit, like, I love getting tattoos because it's like, it's almost like weirdly healing in a way, innit? Getting a tattoo, because it's like you're a different person to who you were that morning.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, fuck it, like,
I'm about it.
Yeah.
You got wings tattooed on your back,
wings on my back.
and that was like a really serious one. That's not,
Yeah, that was like, my vibe was like, I think this album taught me to fly again. I really, on the album before this one, I really felt like I'd compromised and lost myself a little bit. I was listening to too many opinions, and I really think I needed to go away and just be like, right, I'm going to put out an album for myself and make what I want to make, and really just try and heal a bit. And I think like this, when you hear this album live tonight, it's got this fucking thing in it that makes you feel like you can fly. You know, it's like Paradise City or Wonderwall by Oasis, or fucking fucking bam bam all that fucking Rolling Stones and shit. It makes you feel like you can fly. This album gave me fucking wings. I was like, right, put them on me. And Mark Mahoney did it in an Irish pub.
Mark Mahoney.
Yeah.
That's the LA guy on the Sunset Strip.
Well, he did it in a fucking back of a London Irish pub. I had a Scotch egg and a Guinness in the back of a pub. It was good. It was fun.
What's do you have like really shitty tattoos?
Not really, actually. I mean, my elephant's a bit stupid. I've actually got I quite like my tattoos. Maybe I got writing on me, which kind of got a bit. Should never compromise. Imperfection is perfection. Embrace the strange. Never judge. Tell the truth. Pink socks. Be a move.
Yeah, wow. I saw that you told Rolling Stone that you decided not to be political anymore because it felt a 19-year-old kid in pink socks being political. That's over.
Wow. I was like, the first iteration of it was, I think kind of, you almost get trapped when you make something that people connect with because they want you to make it again.
Yeah.
And again, and again, and again, and again. But that first bout of anger was contained so beautifully in an album. If I was gonna, my third album was me trying to make my first album again, and it was not fucking real. That was the issue. Because the problem is, it's like, with it all, it was like, that was genuinely bottled up emotion there. But I moved on. I'm not, I'm just not a fucking 19-year-old kid in pink socks. I've still got pink socks on, but... Hey!
Oh, there you go.
All right. Oh, sick. Oh, yeah, shit. I better start getting ready.
But I wanted to ask you about boxing.
Yes.
You just got into boxing.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
For mental health.
Yeah, do you know what? Like, I remember I was in New York, and I basically was like, I want to fucking start going to the gym because I was drinking a lot, and I had a really rough relationship with booze and food because, as I was saying, like, my insecurity and my album and the way, like, the album before, I was listening to a lot of opinions. I had no sense of control. It was like, the only control I had was within the bottle or within the food I would eat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to fucking nail this because I can do that. I can get as fucked up as, or not fucked up as I want, and I can eat as much. And I was like, this is bad. And I was going to a really, like, kind of dark, bad place.
And you got sober for 8 months.
So basically I was like, I want to go to the gym. But I didn't like gyms because I felt like they were really performative. You know what I mean? Like when I was going to the gym, I'd never wanted to be fucking big. I just didn't want to do that. But I went to a boxing gym in New York, and I knew I was going to LA for 6 weeks. And this guy called Pete Berg, the producer Pete Berg, he's got a British boxing gym in Santa Monica called Churchill's. And I love a fucking British cliche, me tea and a bulldog and shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, I just fell in love with it. Honestly, I was
you're still doing it?
every day.
Oh, damn.
Honestly, I fucking love it.
You got like the little speed bag on the bus?
I'm shit at the speed bag. I'm terrible at it. But I got the bag. I got the punching bag and the skipping rope. Like,
dude, that's sick, man.
I just love it. And I spar twice a week when I'm like in stationary, like not on tour. I just love it. I just think like, because I am really aggressive. And like, when I don't put that energy somewhere, it turns into anxiety. Yeah,
dude, I love that, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a fan, bro.
Dude, ditto. I'm like, fuck off. Like, everyone backstage is like, yo, Steveo's coming. I'm like, fuck off. What?
Dude,
all the gang are like vibing. My drummer's a big fan.
Dude, I love it, man. I'm so excited that we get to see your show
Yeah,
tonight.
dude. Honestly, thank you so much. Like, I hope you love it, man. It's gonna be a riot tonight.
Yeah, they said that they had me down +1, and then I ended up with like 6 dudes.
You can have whatever you want.
Yeah, sick.
I'm into it, man. I'm just like, literally like get in the shower now, wash me winky, and fucking get on stage.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love it. Are you in a relationship right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I don't know why I asked. That's done. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, good.
Fuck it, I'm done.
All right, well, dude, we're gonna let you get ready.
You're a legend, man.
I'm absolutely.
Thank you for
thrilled.
having me, man.
Yeah.
You're fucking
Yeah, dude.
legend.
This was epic, dude.
Yeah, I loved it, man. You're fucking legend, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah, dude.
And you got a beautiful dog as well. I love it. She's
Yeah,
fucking
that's my girl.
gorgeous, man.
All right, man. Let's get ready for rock and roll. Yeah, dude. Thank you so much.
No,
bro.
thank you, man.
And there it is, people of the universe. A prodigious episode indeed. And man, I can't say it enough. That performance by YUNGBLUD really, really impressed me. What else can I tell you? That happened on this last run of my Crash and Burn tour. We were, of course, where were we? We were in Salt Lake City at the time. Is that right? Yeah. Wow. It's crazy. My whole concept of time is messed up. But my next stop is Canada after I've got a nice little breather at home. And you know what else I want to tell you? That my main YouTube channel has been silent for 5 months. But we got 3 videos ready to go. And I'm not even sure which one to put out first. Yeah. Anyway, I'm in a great spot. I'm in a good position, and I hope you are as well. I love you all. Thank you.